In this video, we are going to learn about Scrum. So, what exactly it is and how it will work for us. So, let's go ahead and discuss about the overview of the Scrum. Anyone ask you, like, explain Scrum in one line, then you should tell them that as answer, like, Scrum is a time bound event. Okay, this is a one liner sentence for Scrum. Other than that, let's go ahead and discuss. Scrum is a process of framework. Scrum is a process framework used in agile software development. It emphasizes iterative and incremental work based on empirical evidence. The goal is to deliver value consistently. The goal is to deliver a value consistently at a sustainable pace. This is the definition and purpose of the Scrum. Then what is the origin? The term Scrum is derived from Ruby. The term Scrum is derived from Ruby, that is specifically from the word scrummage. That is a sports. That is a sports type. Okay, Ruby. It represents a method for restarting play in rugby and symbolizing teamwork and collaboration. The concept of organized team effort is central to both rugby and scrum practices. Okay, that is the origin of the team. And what are the key roles in Scrum? That is, Scrum team consistence of the Scrum team consistent the Scrum team consists of self-managing members with no imposed hierarchy. The two primary roles are the Scrum Master and the Product Owner. The Scrum Master acts as a coach, mentor, while the Product Owner represents a business and user interest. So those are the key roles in the Scrum. What are the Scrum framework and practices? Let's go ahead and discuss. Self-organization team. Team decides who works on what and when in promoting accountability. This structure allows the focused work burst within defined sprints. Team conduct retrospective to evaluate performance and identify improvements. Okay, this is called self-organizing teams. Then sprint planning and execution. Sprint are time box event iteration where specific work is completed. Planning involves defining goals and tasks for the upcoming sprints. At the end of the each sprint, team review outcome and adjust future plans. What about the continuous improvement? Retrospective focus on what went well and areas for improvement. Teams are encouraged to adopt mindset of learning and adaptation. Incremental improvements are key to enhancing team performance over a time. So this is the continuous improvement. So self-organizing team, sprint planning execution and continuous improvement. This is called of Scrum framework and practices. Let's go ahead and see what was the history of this Scrum. So this is kind of history was ideas of self-organization date back 1950s but gained track by 1980s. That work published in 1986. Their Rabi method highlighted a holistic product development over segmented approaches. Then the Scrum Framework developed in 1995. They published the Scrum Guide in 2010 and documenting its principles and practices. So, in process that Scrum had came into from 2010. Scrum has since become a widely adopted framework in various industries. So now we can say it's almost 14 years. Okay, so Scrum has since become widely adopted. In 2022, State of Agile report indicates that 87% of the organization uses the Scrum. Its application has expanded beyond software development to marketing, sales, and healthcare. Agile practices are now prevalent in core functional groups outside engineering. So, this is all about the history of the Scrum evolution, early concept development, popularity, and the adoption. So, just just read once. That's it. Okay. No one will going to ask you about the history, but you should know from when we are going to adopt it. It's from 2010 to till now. So let's go ahead with other side of the Scrum, that is theoretical foundation of the Scrum. Let's see what exactly it is theoretically. Empirism in Scrum. Scrum is founded on the principle of empirism, where knowledge is gained through experience. Decisions are made based on what is known, promoting a learning oriented environment. This approach encourages teams to adapt based on real world feedback and outcomes. Then, what is lean principle in Scrum? Then, how lean principles are using in Scrum? Let's see. Lean concept focus on minimizing waste and maximizing the value. Scrum practices align with the lean principles by emphasizing essential work. Continuous improvement and efficiency are core 10. Continuous improvement and efficiency are core tenets of both Scrum and Lean methodologies. Okay, so let's go ahead and see knowledge sharing and collaboration in Scrum. Scrum promotes knowledge sharing among team members at critical phases. Teams are encouraged to fill skill gaps through collaboration and learning. This collective approach enhances the problem solving and innovation within the teams. So this all the theoretical foundation of the Scrum. Practical Scrum we are going to learn from next videos. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what is the difference between the Scrum and Agile. This is the common question in interview, that is explain the difference between the Scrum and Agile. So what Agile? Agile is a philosophy. It's a methodology. Agile is a Agile is a broader philosophy focused on flexibility and responsiveness. It encompasses various methodologies, including Scrum, Kanban, XP, and others, and so on. Organization can embody agile values without strictly following specific framework. That is agile. What is Scrum then? Scrum provides a defined structure and specific rules and processes. It requires adherence to its framework to achieve intended outcome. The focus on method can sometimes overshadow the actual work being done. Okay, so it's Scrum. Then common misunderstanding is that many organizations confuse adopting Scrum with going agile. This confusion can lead to misapplication of agile principles. Clear distinction between the Agile philosophy and Scrum framework are essential for effective implementation. Okay, so Agile is a umbrella, it's a methodology, and we are just choosing one framework, that is Scrum, from that umbrella. Okay, so basic philosophy, basic terms are same like cross-functional team, the collaboration, learning, and those things. In Scrum, it's a framework which where we are going to get a feedback faster because we are working in smaller chunks. This is all about the overview of the Scrum. Let's go ahead and discuss in depth in next videos, in next sessions about the Scrum Master role. Okay, thank you.